Okay, so I got cut off. Apparently the last video was too long or something, I don't know. YouTube just ended the stream. So, okay, so I'm not entirely sure. I didn't go back and watch the 9 minutes of what actually did get recorded. So, I don't know if we talked about pullback targets. So, if we didn't, I want to talk about that real quick here and we'll go from there. I just want to point out something in MAP. So, originally we said 81.75 and then we said 83 quarter. So somewhere in there we said we'd want to take some profit. The high of the day today is 83.50 so far, and they're pulling back here. So I'll give you an example of even if we would have gone short here at 83.50, or sorry, at 83 quarter, there's been plenty of time if you decided, okay, I don't like it, it's not getting any follow through, plenty of time to get out of that trade. So those are typically the kinds of things that we're looking for on something like that. Okay, so pullback scenarios. 76 is the top of Globex, down to the 73 area. Below that, we probably should still watch this 70 area. That could be an important factor still. Below that, 66. I know there's a lot. And then below that, we drew this in. This was definitely after the video got cut off. 4 a.m. Pacific time, and draw that up to where it crosses the CP over here at 2050 in Globex, 2050. Okay, so right here from 4 o'clock off the CP at 58, or 5750 up to there. Now somewhere in here we would expect, if things started to get some decent pullback, we would expect that they would come back into, where is it? There we go. Back into that area. Maybe we don't have to. There we go. So at 7 o'clock Pacific time, that's at 59.50. So somewhere back into this area, but they could easily come back and test the CP, or they could come back even and test 52.50 to 51 and then continue higher. But any lower than that, it's probably going to bring in more selling. So let's talk targets here for today. And we would be looking for, at a minimum today, we're looking for 41.99.50. This seems silly to even give you this other price, but I'll do it anyway in the event that something, just because of the way, earnings this week, and I don't know how all that's going to play out, but just so you have it, given, whatever, given the scenarios today, just so you have it. The If things did break down and get ugly, 4105.75 would be the probably what we would see on the downside as kind of a minimum. But 99.50 is going to be something to watch, likely up on the other side. Okay, so that I covered a lot more while I was talking to myself before I got cut off, but I think that about handles it. I'm looking for some decent pullback. At a minimum, I'd like to see the top of Globex over here. This is a little demand area, so I'm going to be interested in seeing what's happening right here around the 74 to 73 area, if they'll come back down into there. And then we'll see from there if they hold any of this. But in a perfect world, where I would really like to be buying would be this right here, this 50, let's call it 60 area. Just kind of depends on the timing. 60 to 58, something like that. Perfect world scenario, I'd like to see it come down, test there, hold, and take off and move up higher. So there's a scenario that's not necessarily bad, that it comes down and tests 52 or 51, 50, or 51, and that's not bad. It's just so there you go. There's your first pullback to 75.75. We'll see if that. So there's we said 83 quarter. There's 83.50. Missed that. Was off by a tick, but gave it when the market was back over here still. So, so anyway, we're still looking, unless something breaks down, let's say that 51 area, unless something breaks down below there, we're looking for 99.50 plus. So, bit of 51 would be a long ways down there. I'm just saying if things got weaker and it couldn't really follow through. not saying that's the most likely scenario, but I'm just telling you it's not impossible either. So there you have it. Trade smart, take it one step at a time. And sorry about the technical difficulties today. And we'll be back this afternoon with a market review. We'll see how things played out, but take it one at a time and take what the market gives you today. And we'll see you later this afternoon.